Hi, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin here with another video tutorial for you guys today. And today we're going to create a money holder. Not a gift card holder, but a money holder, like cold, hard cash. That's what the kids like anyways. And we're going to be using the Coming Home bundle, which has this Coming Home stamp set. And it also has these amazing dies here. Now, as you can see, there is no sentiment. However, on the DSP, it has some of this paper here, and I'll just show it to you. That's got on the back, it's got those right there, but then on the back, it's got all these different words. And as you can see, I've been cutting out some, and that's what we're going to use today. Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's get started. We're going to start off with a piece of cardstock that is cut at 6 3/4 by 8 1/2. And then along the 8 1/2 long line, you want to put it up against this. Look at my thing is dusty. Look how that's dusty. That's just wrong, Denise, for video. Okay, let's get back. On the 8 1/2, you'll see that we've got that long like that. And we're going to take our score tool, and we're just going to make 2 score lines. Okay, we're going to make it at 3, and we're going to make it at 6. That is it. That's all we're going to do. Now, we are going to use, well, we are going to use it, do one more thing. So on here, okay, you're going to take a little mark, and you're going to mark it at the, you're just going to emboss it just a little bit at this 1 inch mark right here, like that. And you can use a pen if you want. And then we're going to make one right here at the 6. And that's all we're going to do. Now we're going to take our trimmer right here. And I don't know if you guys can really see it, but it is literally right there. There's a mark right there. And then there's a mark right here. Okay. We're going to set this in our trimmer. This is the easiest way I found to do it. And we're going to take that mark and we're going to line it up on that, on this indentation in the track. And then we're going to take this little score line over here, and we're going to put it on this track, on this down here. So just make sure it's lined up. If it's not completely, don't fret about it. If you miss it, it's okay. All right, so you're just going to take this and move down a little bit. This is more important up here. Okay, and then we're going to take, and we're just going to trim just like that. That's all you got to do. Fairly simple. Okay, then we're going to take our bone folder and we're going to fold our score lines, and we're just going to burnish them really well. Okay, and then what do you have? You've got like a little wallet. Look at that. All right, so now before we start adhering, like taping it down, we're going to do a little stamping. I thought it would be fun to do a little tone-on-tone stamping for the inside of the card, because this is how it's going to sit. So where you had your 6 inch score line was up here, and then your 1 inch. I think that's how it went. Yeah, or maybe this was the 1 inch. But you'll see how this kind of has a little, about a 1/2 inch indentation. We're gonna use some stamps, and I'm going to get out my big E stamp or block. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here for a second so I don't mess up. And we're going to get out some of these stamps and just create a little scene inside. Let's make it fun. Well, you know, inside. So I'm going to take this big house right here, and I am going to lay this down like that. Then I'm going to take the lamp post. Actually, I'm going to have to scoot this over because I'm going to put the lamp post right here. And then scoot my little house over because I want to include this little tree right here. So I'm going to, okay, I may have to wait. Last time I thought I got it right, but that's okay. We can stamp twice. Not a big deal. Okay. So we're going to take, and I'm going to open this up so that where we cut is at the top. I'm going to ink this up really well. And I'm just going to try to get it on that score line as best I can. Like that. You know, when you're doing these videos, sometimes, you know, it doesn't do as well, because I'm not trying to put my head in there so you guys can see my hair. Now we're going to take the tree, and I'm just going to stamp that on there. Then I thought it would be really cute to get out this little dune buggy. Okay. and see if I can get his little smoke. No, we'll have to come back and do that. Okay. So we're going to get, like, he's coming in. He's coming in. He's been out working, you know, earning the money for those Christmas presents. And he's like, oh, man, I wish I had some cash. You know that's what he's thinking, right? Then we're going to take his little smoke line, and I'm going to stamp, and stamp off. Just kind of make it look like a little trailing, you know, vroom, how that does. Okay, and then that's all the stamping we're doing, you guys. Like, literally. I just wanted to use those stamps to decorate it a little bit. Look at that. And this, of course, will dry a little bit. You know, won't dry as dark. Okay, now on the front, which is this piece right here, I'm going to open it up. So now it's still, the stamping part is still up here. And this is where we're going to decorate, which is the front of the card. I've got a couple pieces here. I got a cardstock that is cut at 6 5/8 by 2 7/8. And then a piece of DSP that is cut at 6 7/16 by 2 3/4. And the reason why it's 2 7/16, I mean 6 7/16, is because I'm going to count 7. So I'm going to start at 2 here to make it easy. You've got, let me just use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just shy of that half, that half line mark. You could do that, but it wasn't fitting properly, so I just knocked it down. But you could literally just move your paper up a little bit and, you know, slice it down a little bit, a little hair off of there. Look at this little snowy scene with all the trees. Okay, we're going to get out our adhesive. Look at that, polka dots. I love me some polka dots, and I love this paper. That is not Christmas either. You could use this all year long. And we're going to adhere it to our Old Olive. And I picked Old Olive and Pool Party because of this piece of DSP here. I'll show you my original one that I made, of course. And I'm just going to put that in. Whoops. Okay, Denise, that was my fault. And make sure your DSP is pointing the right way. Okay, and we're going to lay this down. Okay. Like that. Look at that. So far, so good. Okay. Now, you can use tear and tape, but I'm going to still use our silicone mat because I'm not going to put it, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to show you guys this. I'm not going to put it the same width as this because, you know, we do need a little space for the money. So I'm just going to take it, off the cardstock a little bit. I'm going to tear it right here. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Oh, I'm left-handed trying to do this. Okay, just a little bit off of the cardstock again. Okay, and just using my finger to tear and tape. All right, so now I'm going to rub that down a little bit. I always like to give it a good rub to make sure that adheres. And I'm using this, but you really should be using, take your pick tool. Okay, forgive me. I really do like this tool. It's just I'm so used to those. I really need to put those up so I don't use them. But I use them all the time on other, just not this paper crafts, but other things. So, okay. So you can see that there's just a little bit right there, and you're just going to fold that over like that. Same did on that side. And then you're going to fold that up so we don't need this any longer. Adhere it really good just with your fingers. Now I got $5 here because that's the only cash I had because I don't keep a lot of cash on me. But you're going to see that I can take my $5 bill, take a $100 bill, stick it in there. Look at that. Now we're going to still decorate the outside, but man, oh man, someone's going to like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like this to make it a little easier. So now we have some of this DSP here that's part of this packet. And as you can see, I've already cut out some house. So these dies actually fit on this particular piece of DSP, which has the blue lines on the back. Your houses will cut these out. So I'm going to show you. Look, I'm going to cut this one out right here, and it will also cut out the little tree. All right, so we're going to cut out this little tree right here. We may cut out that one too. Now, it has some big trees right here, and I don't have one on this this particular sheet, but you can, you know, get a piece and cut it out with this big tree. And then on the back of this, it had those little wreaths. That will cut that out as well. Okay, I don't think there's one for the Doom Buggy. I haven't found one anyways. But you can stamp that. All right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to run this through my big to the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I will be right back. Now I'm going to remove this, and I wanted to let you guys know, for this I do use this magnetic sheet that goes to our embossing machine, because it makes it easier, especially when you're trying to line up images. So, and this is a self-healing mat, by the way. I mean, look how much I've cut on there. I love, 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 love that. Okay, so we've got our little house here, and we're just going to set him about right there. And then I'm going to put a little dimensional on this tree. I didn't do that last time, but I thought it would be a little fun. Okay, I couldn't find my dimensional, my little mini ones, so I'm just going to take one there and one here. And then we're going to get our house, and we're going to just use some Stampin' Still. And I'm using plus just because that's what I had out. I just grabbed, so I'm just going to use that just a little bit. I'm going to put him right here, kind of on the side. Actually, before I lay him down, I almost made this mistake again. I did it on the first one, and I almost did it again. Okay, we have some of this trim your tree ribbon. Now, there isn't any what is it called? Poppy Parade, which is this, what color this ribbon is, or in this particular image here. But we do have Old Olive that will go with it. But I thought for fun we could add a little color. So we're going to take this Poppy Parade. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this, okay, and I am going to go this way. I'm going to run the length of the card. And I'm going to make a little bow over here. Let's see if I can make a little bow. It doesn't matter how far down it goes, because I'm just going to go the length. But we're going to see if we can make a bow. Okay, hold that with my finger. Okay, I did this earlier, and it took me a couple tries, but I'm going to see if I can still hold that down while I tie in my bow. Okay, yeah, that worked pretty good. I can't believe that worked again. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm so excited. I only showed you because this video is not going to be that long. Okay, so I'm going to try somehow to get this. Why is it my little tails just do not cooperate? Okay. They want to go different ways. I know it's how I'm making this bow, isn't it? Is someone going to teach me? I need to someone send me a video of them some bow making. Okay, I'm just going to trim this down a little bit at an angle. Okay, and this does not need an envelope. You guys can make an envelope for it, but I'm not going to. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little house and sit on top. And the reason why I wanted to put it on there first, because this is going to sit on top. But don't worry, because all you have to do is untie your ribbon and you can still get to your money. Don't worry. It's not going to lock it up in there. Sorry about that. The doorbell rang. I had to go take care of it. Okay, so now we have our little house, and we have our little tree on there all cute. Now I'm going to get some embellishments out, and I'm going to get out my little words that I cut. So I have a Merry Little Christmas, Peace on Earth, and, oh, I do have Poppy Parade in the Sentiment. Oh, yeah, that worked out great, Denise. And then Noel. And so these are all Olive, Misty Moonlight, and then Poppy Parade. And we're just going to take and we're going to add it like about right here. So I'm going to lay it out first. I find that if I lay it out first, so I'm going to lay this here. I think I'm going to do this one right there underneath. And then maybe move this up a little bit and put that one like that. That look good? Okay, so the next thing I'm going to get out some choices. And the easiest thing to use is Tombow on this, of course. So I'm going to start with the little Noel to make sure we go up right. And I'm just going to dab a little bit of adhesive, and I'm just going to lay it right there. Kind of hold that. It's going to hold that ribbon down. All three of these are going to hold that ribbon down between the house and all that. So we're just going to dot, 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 and then add that on there. Okay. You can line it up, you know, like you want to. And you can pick out that kind of goes more stair-step than this. This one could be a little bit smaller, but I just picked out some different ones I thought I would like. You could use a sentiment on here if you want. That's fine. I just thought I wanted to use these. And so that's why I picked these to use. Thought they were cute. Okay, and you could adhere them onto some Whisper White and then pop them up on dimensionals, and I think that would be cute too. Okay, so now we're going to get out these embellishments, all the trimmings, and I'm going to add some over here. So I'm going to take some of these big ones here, and I'm just going to put 1, 2. See if I can get that to line up. Woohoo, golly, I can't believe I did that. Okay, and a 3, like that. And then you have these little stars. If you want, you could even take one of your stars and put it on your tree, like that. Just, you know, make it prettier. Because you know they're going to tear into this and get the money, but they may appreciate this little look that you gave to the money, so just get them cash. And here's the first one. So, like I said, I messed this up and I forgot to put the ribbon on first because I went to close it and I'm like, oh, yeah. So I'm showing you here that you can make the ribbon like a belly band and then just pull it off and open it up. So I'm going to open this up and show you guys. I did the same kind of scene, but just with misty moonlight. Okay. So I hope that you guys like what you've seen today. Hope you're enjoying Vlogtober still. And I will have all the measurements and supplies listed down below as normal. And I thank you guys for coming by today. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Bye.